Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as a one-hand mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we are working on a Generac XT8000E, and this is about trying to extract a broken spark plug that is actually broken off inside the head assembly. And you'll get a better look at it when we get it apart. A customer of mine came to me and he looked into trying to do it himself, and he actually gave me a couple pointers. One was these extractors here, which I've never used, so I purchased a set of these, and then I'm used to the ones that are like circular and they look like a corkscrew. It's like an easy out, that's what I'm used to. But these, we may give a try, because what we have to do is we have to take the gas tank off and get to access to this, and then we'll be able to see it a little bit better. So the first thing we're gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the tools at the end of the video, just because I don't know exactly how many we're gonna be using. So if you wanna see that, it'll be at the end of this video. Okay, so now we can see down in there, and it doesn't look good. I don't see the outside edges of the spark plug. Okay. And another problem is, it looks like the spark plug, you can see the end of it. And that being said, look at this. Here's a new spark plug, and the electrode, the porcelain electrode from here is missing out of here, and it looks like you can see right down into the engine. So I'm going to have to get top dead center on a compression stroke to make sure that I try to keep as much debris out of that cylinder as I possibly can. I'm going to go ahead and put a small piece of paper towel, because what I want to do is try to get the compression stroke. This should puff. When you're on a compression stroke, you should get a puff of air coming out. So we're going to go ahead and pull this over until there's the puff, so that's the top of the compression stroke. So now we have to find out where the piston is and try to get top dead center exactly. So what I'm going to do here, since I don't want to pull this anymore because I don't want it to go past it, I'm going to take this cover off to get to the bolt for the flywheel. I might just be able to do it by hand. That should be an 8mm socket there to take them off. Okay, so I have a zip tie so I can see where the piston's moving. Okay, so we were really close. I went a little bit past it. Yeah, we're at top dead right there. All right, and I'm gonna put a little piece of paper towel on there with a little bit of grease on it to try to catch any debris. Should be probably a little bit smaller than that, but I don't want to get anything down in that cylinder if I can't help it. All right. Okay, so we're going to open up these extractors and see which one will fit. We're going to go ahead and try to get one that's, okay, so this one here is the, okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this one because it just is going to catch right here. That does catch very nicely. Now I'm going to get a socket to fit that. Okay, I'm using a 3/8 8-point socket to go over this. It seems a little loose, but the 8-point sockets actually have a good grip to them. Okay, well this is really, it's really loose right now, and it's hand tight, so it's coming out just by hand tight. So it wasn't cross-threaded. Wow, what a blessing. The extractor did its job, but it actually wasn't that tight in there. So it worked, but I can't say this was an extreme case. But basically that spark plug was way down in there, and it came right out with this tool. This is a square tool. I'll put a link in the description, and also up on the screen here I'll put in exactly what this is called. This is just an extractor. And this is the first time I've actually had a broken spark plug that was actually lowered and flush in the block, so I couldn't just take it out with a pair of pliers. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and put the new spark plug in, and actually my little grease with the paper towel worked just in case there was any chafing it kept it from dropping into the cylinder. And if I needed to, I would have used like a vacuum cleaner or something to suck all that stuff out of there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this is the new spark plug here. It's already pre-gapped to 30 thousandths. We're gonna go ahead and put that in. Not sure why his broke. And I have to say though, it feels a little tight here, but it's screwing in by hand, which is good. Yeah, all right, so we're not cross-threaded at all. The other one wouldn't have came out if it was. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that up. Now when I tighten the spark plug up, I get it to where I feel the crush washer, and then I just kind of have a feel for it. I don't go by, everybody says they got a torque. Well, if you over torque them, they can get real stuck. So you just want to crush that crush washer that's on the new spark plug. All right, so we're in there perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and put the spark plug wire back on. Gonna go ahead and put this gas tank back on. And this one in here is a little tricky to get your fingers in. So a little trick, you can use paper towel on your socket, and that'll help hold your bolt in so you can line it up. And then once you have it started, you can take that out. Okay, we can go ahead and turn the fuel on. I'm actually going to check the oil. It should be okay right there. Let's go ahead and fire it up. All right, so there you go. Pretty much that was how to extract a broken spark plug that was actually recessed behind, or actually recessed in the head assembly. We got very lucky with this one. It wasn't cross-threaded. Okay, so the tools that I used today from right to left, my electric ratchet, which I always use, a 3/8 ratchet, this is an extension that goes from a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch for my spark plug socket, which this one is a 13/16 socket. My clip removal tool, which works great with fuel line and many other things. Pair of pliers. This is 8-point sockets that I have. The 8-point socket that was actually loose was the 3/8. They may make 8-point sockets in metric, and I think that this is a number 4. This is a straight flute extractor, they call it, and this was a number 4. And my 8-point socket fit loosely on this, the 3/8. So maybe there's a metric that fits. I don't have metric. This is the spark plug that was broken off inside that we extracted, and it worked perfectly. Thank goodness it wasn't cross-threaded, which was nice. 1/4 inch extension, 3/8 extension. We have a 8mm socket, 13mm socket. This is the straight fluke. There's 6 of them that come in this kit. I use the number 4. I'll put that in the link in the description below. Some grease with some paper towels, which I don't have any kind of paper towel. This is another type that I also use. It's called just the Easy Outs, and this is the screw type. And you might need a flashlight. So that's pretty much it for how to remove the broken spark plug in the XT8000E Generac generator. If you guys like this video, please give the thumbs up. Please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.